Well, good evening out there, everybody. This is HAARP from L47 from Dallas, Texas. It is May the 11th. It's at 6:43 p.m. Central Daylight Time when I'm making this video. I'm showing the proton flux again. This again comes from the GOES 13 space satellite that detects solar wind properties and speed and monitors our Earth-space connection. I made a video earlier today about this increase in proton activity. It has begun to wane off a bit, which is fine. I'm still not sure where it came from, but it's interesting nonetheless that it's there, that we had an increase. And generally those increases come from generally significant solar flares, which none were recorded in the last 24 hours. Another thing that's interesting about this is, from my own experience, is that I had a major thunderstorm today, which is not something out of the ordinary for Dallas, Texas, but we had extraordinary lightning all across North Texas today. I have noticed a lot of times when the upper atmosphere gets energized and when you've got protons bombarding our ionosphere from the top, that lightning seems to be a bit more intense. So just a theory on my part, but kind of interesting again that I should note that today. Now taking a look at the old HAARP induction magnetometer from Kekona, Alaska. We are now into about 32 hours of agitation at several different frequencies, and all of a sudden, yes. Okay, sorry about that. It was on an update and this page has been very slow today. Sorry. Again, agitation at several frequencies for the past 32 hours plus, and now we're going over 10 hours or more of like saturation in a wide band here. So again, quite interesting. I don't know what's going on here, except for the fact that this is a lot of saturation and a lot of frequencies. The trail of these is interesting, although you would see something like that happen in a day-to-day basis with depending on which side of the Earth was facing the sun, which side wasn't, because that's going to cause a distinct change in the ionosphere and our magnetic features here on Earth. But anyway, as we see it go like this, the upper one, in fact the one that's in the 3 Hz range, the fact that it starts going down a bit concerns me, that it gets into that area where it's been studied, and well, I've not studied it, but I have read and have heard from people that the 2.5 area is kind of the harmonic frequency to generate earthquakes, or at least that was the theory behind the supposed Japan earthquake. Well, not supposed, it was the Japan earthquake, but the induction of the potential Japan earthquake, because we saw lots of this activity in this area several days prior to the earthquake over there. Again, this is very broad spectrum. I don't know what that means. It's something to be watched. We'll just have to see what happens. Now here's a quick look at current radar loop that probably ends at around again 6:30, 6:45 Central Daylight Time. And again, we see some activity again around in eastern Iowa there. Again, last night we saw activity more over here in Kansas. So we also see activity. Now this is a gust front, so that's not really activity. That's just from these collapsing storms. Now I assume that I should probably just say that that's what that is, but I've seen that before. Sorry, there's an update. But we still see some reflectivity that just kind of pokes out at you from 2 different radar sites here, one in this area and one in this area. Also, I'm seeing somewhat a bit of some interference here in this radar site, and then also we've got this. Now this is probably, a lot of times when you get these beams that come out, and they generally are east-west or kind of southeast, or I mean northeast, southwest. You'll see those a lot of times at sunrise and sunset as that happens across the United States. And if you ever get a chance, just follow them, because you can watch it. It looks like there's a sweep of beams going across the United States there in the mornings and in the evenings. But this one down here, now what's up with that? That's a one that's kind of pointing north-south, so we know the sun's not causing that one. Again, some interesting stuff going on here. I don't know how to put it all together because, again, I'm just kind of studying this. I'm new at this. But I wanted to fill you in on what I'd found out for today. So everybody out there, just take care, and y'all have a good one.